Hi everybody, sorry we're a little late, but here's what happened. A couple of days ago, we looked at our little mascot right here, Deuce. I'm sure a lot of people know him. Little crazy dude. And his hair is out of control. So I said, well, we gotta groom him. And Groom House, Nina and Tone said, okay, then we're gonna go live with it. So we are. Um, Deuce needs a really good haircut. Well, I don't know if you guys saw it on some social media. There's Oprah meme. Remember how she was giving out cars and all kinds of stuff? So there's a Oprah meme for groomers. She says, you get a 7-blade, you get a 7-blade, you get a 7-blade. So Deuce is gonna get a 7-blade now. Actually, if there has to be a short haircut, my favorite is a 7-blade, only when the coat is thick enough. And as you can see, Deuce is really thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and get his body done with a 7-blade. So what I usually do, this is my kind of routine, everyday grooming. This is what it is today. I'm using my everyday favorite tools, favorite products. This right here is everything. This is Alpha grooming products, grooming loop. Amazing. So I usually take the loop off and go put my hands right behind the ear set like that. This is where I'm gonna start taking the hair down with the 7-blade. Right around the neck. So automatically you're gonna have, this is his occiput bone. You're gonna have about 2 fingers lower than the occiput bone is where your clipper line is. So I'm gonna take that line all around to outline the head, right around. And then, since we all know, I mean, who doesn't know Deuce? Deuce doesn't like to get groomed very much. And he likes to be a little dick to me, even though he loves me otherwise. And I love him, and I still do. But he wants to do everything possible to not let me groom him. So I don't want to let him loose on the table. That's why I took the loop off, shaved around his neck, and now I'm going to put it back on. So I don't have to go back and take it off again. And see, stop, Deuce. We're going to have words today. You hear me? Good boy. All right, so 7-blade, 7-blade. It's going to be kind of a quick, kind of Asian-y, kind of Asian style grooming. Have sex with a teddy bear haircut. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be short and manageable. And it's going to last, hopefully. This guy grows hair like weed. So we're going to go towards it last. Everything down. I'm going to get his chest and armpits down as well because we don't want all that hair. For his mama to bathe and fluff and brush. So it'll be cute and manageable. I'm going to try and get all this hair between his legs too. Pinch his elbows. Stop this. You see? Behave, my dude. He actually had a couple of drops of CBD oil. If you guys are not using CBD oil to kind of calm dogs down, if they're acting up, I suggest doing it. It's safe, and it really helps. I think Deuce is starting to come down just a little bit. It's never gonna be perfect with him, but it's a little taking the edge off, let's say. For me, I think he is a Pomeranian Yorkie mix. And so for me, this nervousness comes from my Yorkie. I don't know if you agree with me. Is there any questions yet? Good. Oh, not good. I don't know. Ask questions, guys, if you have them. Let me get all this off. And then I'm going to go ahead and skim some transitions to blend into the legs with the same blade, 7 blade. I love my 7 in everyday salon grooming for sure. Okay, so skimming, a really good old-timer, old-fashioned tool. Instead of going there and scissoring or maybe even snap-on combs, deuce, I'm going there with the 7 blade. And I'm holding his other leg up so he doesn't move that much. I do have to go quick with him because he doesn't take it very well for too long. So, deuce, good boy. All right, good boy. There we go. Same thing on the other leg. Let's turn around. Okay. Good boy, Stan. A little skimming, blending. Yeah.
Sophia has a question.
Yes. Huh?
Sophia wants to know, are you wearing the camel mask so Deuce can't see you?
Yeah, I guess. Deuce doesn't care right now. He just wants to get off this table for sure. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to let him sit down. We get his front. Deuce. Alright, let's gently shake you on this table so you come down maybe a little bit. But we might cut it short because he's getting really stressed out. Let's get his feet done. Okay, stop. As usual, I use my straight shears on the bottom of the feet. Calm everything down. Get my straights. Okay, get this all flush, straight. Don't do this, Deuce. No. See, on a dog like this, it even makes more sense to use your straights because he's trying to pull his leg away from me, from my hand. And as he's moving, if I were to have the little curved blade going like this, the tips would probably nick him on his pads. As where I'm using my straights, the tips are out. They're not even touching the pads. So I love doing the straights on the bottom. And then when the bottom of the foot is completely nice and clean and flush, then I could go and shape it with my curves. Stop, Deuce. Good boy. Okay. The next one, probably going to be better on this side for you to see. Deuce. Alright, and of course, there's just a little suggestion, guys. If you have nervous dogs like that stress out on the table, and you know, try to pull their feet from your hands, and it actually becomes uncomfortable for both you and the dog. I call it do a BYC haircut. Can anybody tell me what it is? Sophia, what's a BYC? Anyone's answering?
There's a delay, so I might.
All right. Well, BYC is best you can. So in other words, I know we're all perfectionists, most of us, who want to get that perfect haircut for your clients or maybe even your own dog. But sometimes it is better to do the best you can than actually injure the dog, if you know what I mean. So do best you can, get them look as decent as possible if they're this nervous, and that should be good enough. I'm gonna let him sit because it seems to be a little better for him and he's a little less stressed. Actually, I can't even touch him on the beard today. But
So this is like the prequel to Head Case.
okay, well, this is, yeah, he's a little more out of control today. And see what he's doing? Stop, Deuce. I'm just gonna go best I can around the feet. Maybe I'll go back to them later and fix them up, but for now, I'll be done. Back feet. Let's see if we can do back feet real quick. I usually like to do a little V in the back and then flush sides and front. And the curves. All right, we're hearing that seal noise now. All right, my man. We're gonna get your head done again. And we could be done and give you a little break. Do we have a few people watching?
Yeah, there's a handful on here.
Okay, good.
Got the news just in time.
All right, so I'm gonna start working on his head. See if I can. I think the mascot is probably gonna be done with the lives. Right, dude? You're fine. You're fine. You are fine. Huh?
I told you.
Oh, I know. But sometimes he's better. Sometimes he's like this. But we're gonna try. All right. Let's get over here. So people can see. Stop. Stop. I'll go over the head again because we had a few questions last time about how to frame the ear tip that has been shaved already. I didn't shave it on camera because, you know, God knows. Stop. And turn over that little tip and hold it with your thumb. Same thing on the other side. It's not even tight. see you making he's making a victim out of himself right now. You see him? It's not even anywhere, dude. Come on. All right, then I'm gonna layer the top of his head. Stop. Or we're gonna have a little come to Jesus meeting. Stop. Okay, so it layers just with one little cut. I held that hair between my fingers and it just layered into a round top. And now I'm gonna try to connect the sides of his head. Stop, thank you, good boy. So like I always teach at school, and whoever's trying to teach pet grooming and round faces on Shih Tzus, Maltese, mixes like that. If you shape half moons all over the set, stop, Deuce. Half moon, half moon, half moon, half moon. Deuce, 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 deuce. All right, stop. Then if you have so many half moons around his head, what are you gonna get? A full moon. So wherever you're making a line, either it's on the side or around the visor or around the back of his head or on top, if everything looks like half moon, you're gonna end up with the full moon. So the round face. Clean up the lines as much as you can, as much as a dog like this will let you. Ay, Deuce. Okay. Cheek. Side of the cheek. I pull this up and I'm making another half moon. Okay. And the same thing on the chin. Another half moon. So, you get what I'm saying. See, you already see kind of a half of the round face. You go half moon, half moon, half moon, and you're going to end up with the round face. So I think I'm going to stop grooming him right now in front of the camera. And if there's any questions, I will definitely answer, but I think he's done with me. We're going to take some breaks, and I'll finish this groom eventually. But right now, we gotta let him. Huh? I think we're gonna let him rest a little bit. So let me know if there's questions. A few more minutes. I'm gonna try to snip some hairs while he's not moving for right now.
A handling charge to a dog like this?
Absolutely. There's no question about that. And it actually, well, a lot of people charge differently in these situations. Hopefully they do because they're supposed to, and I encourage them charging. Well, you're seeing it right now. I'm taking breaks. It takes longer. I'm trying to be fast so I can let him go, but it's not really happening with him. So I have to give him a break. Then I have to take him back on the table again and do a little part again. Just think of how much time it's going to take you to actually finish this groom, not injure yourself, and especially the dog that's behaving like that. So, of course, whether you want to charge it by time or minutes or hour or whatever it is, or just one flat fee for handling, it needs to be charged.
How would you have that kind of conversation with the client?
Just like that. I would definitely tell them right in their face, guys, we're into 2020. We can record it. We can have them look at it live if they don't believe us. we can do all kinds of stuff so the client would actually nicely see what's going on and how you're handling it. All right, I'm gonna let him down, guys. So you can't, sometimes when you go out and tell the client, hey, your dog is an asshole, you can't really do that. You have to explain professionally, and with all of the technology today, the client can actually see and understand what's happening, and they could do their math on their own watching it. The policy with the clients is always being professional, honest, and respectful. So anything you have to tell your client about the dog, any kind of problems or issues, if you keep that professional, honest, and respectful kind of routine, I'm sure everyone, of course there's exceptions to the rules, always. But most of the people react to that really well. Any other questions, guys?
Is there any liability issues with giving clients dogs CBD?
There shouldn't be. It's not a medication, but I would always tell the client before you actually give the CBD to the dog. Because believe it or not, I know firsthand that I've met a few people that don't know what it is. They have no idea what it is. So you probably ask. If they don't know what it is, explain and give them an opportunity to go online and research and see what it does and how healthy and safe it is. And usually they'll call you back and say, yes, please. So, and if you give the dog CBD without asking a client or telling them, because let's say you can't get them on the phone, they're busy, you text them, they don't reply, there shouldn't be no consequences. Because it's not a medication. I love CBD. CBD does wonders in your grooming environment. Anyone else, guys?
Nothing right now, but why don't we tell them about what's coming up?
Of course, yeah. I wanted to answer the questions if there were and then talk about it.
Yeah, nothing right now. So if anything comes in last minute, we'll get it in, but...
Yeah, so this idea came a while ago because me teachers out there, grooming teachers, there's not many of us out there, but I was talking to a really good friend of mine, Jonathan David, and we kind of talked about students or new groomers, so somebody who's just starting the business, that the biggest issue groomers have is grooming drop-coated dogs. So me and Jonathan got together, we all talked, Groom House and us, and decided to do this webinar that's called Drop It Like It's Hot, which is going to be all about drop coats, starting from what products we use to bathe them to make our lives easier when we deal with drop coats, what tools to use, how to use them, which way to comb to get a good finish. So me and Jonathan are doing it on Sunday the 26th of July at 6 o'clock, correct?
Eastern.
Eastern time on the Groom House platform. So please check it out and sign up. It should be really, really, really good, informative webinar about drop coats, and also a lot of fun and a lot of giveaways, guys. The giveaways are amazing. So I think Groom House already let you know about one that Artero is giving away for this webinar. Thank you, Artero. And there's going to be quite a few more. So keep up, check out. July 26th, Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Jonathan David and myself are going to be doing drop coats. So hopefully we'll see you there. Any other questions? Anything? For all the information, you can go on Groom House Facebook page or Instagram or website. The information is all over the place. You can sign up from all over the place. It is $49.99, correct? And I think for $50, a couple hours of having fun with drop codes, I would take it. So I wish somebody taught me how to do drop codes, which Jonathan actually did many years ago, showed me the thinning shear over comb technique. We used to work in the same salon for a while in New York City. So this is where I learned my thinning shear over comb technique, and that's a beautiful thing for drop codes. So, and that's it. Nobody else taught me anything, so this is a great opportunity. Hope to see you there, and we're done. We're done. Thank you for watching. And Deuce is on the floor, laying down like nothing ever happened. You're such a little a-hole. I love him now. All right. Thank you. See you in less than 2 weeks. Bye.